Rolling, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Pedal of Metal podcast. Hey,
Yeah, what's up?
what's up,
What's up,
Jake?
y'all?
What's up, Mac?
Yeah,
Woo! America, America. God bless
An old
America.
man.
is that what it
MAGA.
is?
An old America. So what it's all about. You know what I think? If Harris gets elected, we're gonna go into World War III.
Yeah, eventually,
And
probably.
it's gonna happen because we're already basically in World War III, but if she gets elected, it's gonna be a declared World War III. That's what I bet.
Yeah, sending people going to Ukraine or some bullshit. Like, fuck war.
No, like more like Russia and shit like that. We're gonna be in war with all of them and all whatnot. It's gonna be nuts.
Yeah, we don't want no war. It's not. I mean, what do we gain from war? You know, it'll just be fucking higher prices at Taco Bell. Fuck that, bro.
And plus, it's just going to be even more harder for us Americans to find harder jobs because the border's not going to be closed for many other years. So more realistically, it's just going to be harder for us people to find harder jobs because all the Mexicans and illegals are going to be taking our jobs away from us. So great,
I feel that.
illegals are going to be taking our fucking jobs away from us because they're going to be working for less and they don't fucking give a damn about us. But there's also that.
They don't give a damn about us. They don't.
They really
They
fucking
just.
don't.
What are they doing? They're not doing nothing. They're doing nothingers. All they do is make our country worse. For the past 4 years, everything they've done is nothing but spend our money, spend our tax dollars on stupid shit we don't need.
Feel that.
You'd think the Democrats would actually give a damn about that part too, but no, they fucking don't. They just fucking care about blah 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 and blah blah blah. Like they don't fucking care. They don't want Trump in because who
Yeah,
fucking cares?
Republicans are just as bad. They're all evil. Got to get someone change this shit up in here. Need some real
They don't
shit.
fucking care.
I just signed up for canvassing. I might be doing some door to door over the next week, going from door to door. Hey, I see you registered to vote here. I'm I'm a Trump supporter, and I'm here to tell you that Trump is the best president, and we need your vote because without Trump, that will be the end of our country, and America will cease to exist. Vote for Trump
It's
right
like,
now. Let's go.
And my prediction is we'll be in World War III, so that's my prediction.
And I'll say that as well. And my prediction is if we will go to World War III with Kamala, and that with Trump there will be peace on earth, as was when he was
Yep.
president. For the 4 years when he was president, no new wars were started. In fact, wars were ended, if anything. So let's bring Trump back. Let's bring peace back. Let's make our economy great. Let's drill, baby, drill. And let's start this country back up from the bottom because
The
that's what we
gas
have
will
to
go
do.
down and everything will go down.
yeah. Get her good.
I'm voting tomorrow. Early voting. It's the way to go. You guys vote? You guys vote yet?
Yeah, I gotta vote. I
Nah.
gotta go vote.
Tomorrow is the last day for early voting in Pennsylvania, so get your vote out there, Jake. If you're voting, are you voting this year, man, or do you not vote?
Oh yeah, gonna vote.
Nice. Glad to hear that. We need every vote in Pennsylvania in this swing state. It's so important. Our state, especially. Your state is a red state, but your vote's still important though. Still get out and vote.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we need it. We need to. I need to get my vote in.
Yep. Get
Uh,
those votes in. You can't.
I saw Trump in Lancaster last week. It was just a packed. Everything was packed. The whole building was packed. I couldn't even see him. I was so far back, and there were people outside that couldn't even get in. And I mean, I was all the way in the back, and I couldn't see him. And there were people that still couldn't get in. And Lancaster, like Lancaster's out in the middle of nowhere for a lot of people. They have to make a long drive to get there. So that just goes to show how many supporters he has. It's
Oh,
just, think, just have to think
yeah.
it. The election will be rigged, ladies and gentlemen. 100% it's rigged. And there's already been, in Lancaster, they just found 2,500 votes that were fraudulent. 60% of them they've already guaranteed that they were fraudulent. Somebody with the same handwriting wrote on every single one of the votes, and like it was just found. So it's already happening. But that's why we all have to vote, because if we all vote and it's rigged, it doesn't matter because there's just going to be, it's just too big to rig. If everybody votes and there's just like, there's too many people that won't do the math. So what we have to
Yeah.
do is vote. It's the only
It's
way.
crazy. It's crazy. You know, even in Arizona, they're already saying like, "Oh, so many votes. We're gonna have to take some time." It's like, don't take no fucking time. You
I
know,
almost
we
don't
don't
see the
need extra
point.
days if you're fucking like hacking some votes in. Fucking
I almost don't.
scumbags, bro.
I, I almost don't see the point in voting though if it's fucking rigged though. That's the thing though. Like I really don't see the point of voting if it's fucking rigged.
Well, the point of no, the point of voting
Well, the
is
thing is,
that
yeah, the point of voting is, it's like if you don't vote, the country's just gonna end up going to fucking like
it,
civil war. You know?
we have to vote because even though it's rigged, our vote still counts. Our vote will count even though it's rigged. That's the thing.
Like you still
So
outvote that shit.
we have to outvote the rigging. By voting, we are going to win and beat the rigging. So even if they rig, like if they put in 1,000 votes for rigging, if we have 1,001 people who vote, we still win. That's why we need to vote, is so that we have like if you don't vote and we have 1,000 people that vote, and then there's 1,000 fake rigged votes, your vote will make all the difference. And that's why we need your vote, Mac. We need to have that one extra vote in there to win.
Yep,
That makes sense.
Yep.
that's true.
And one state, I think it's Georgia, they said they just made a law. They said that a bunch of illegals, immigrants came in and they voted, and they're counting the illegal immigrants' votes, and they've made that legal for them to vote. So, that's just how fucked
What
up our
is it
country's
legal for
becoming.
stupid immigrants to vote?
Yep. They're having the illegals vote because there's not enough Democrats. They have to bring in all these people from other countries to vote for them.
That is so fucking stupid. They shouldn't be allowed to fucking vote.
100%, and they are letting them vote. That's what we're fighting against. We're fighting against the evil corruption. We're fighting for the freedom. We're fighting to get these people out of our country because they are not supposed to be here like this. They need to be coming in the proper way if they're going to be here through the system. We need to have them documented through the system and know who these people are that are coming to our country. We can't just have people who are coming in and they're terrorists, they're rapists, they're, they're from insane asylums, they're
Yeah,
from
They're the ones who are ruining
prisons.
our fucking country.
Yeah, they are just
We need them
destroying our
out of here.
country, taking our tax dollars, and they're getting them to they're being given tons of our money for places to stay, for food to eat, and then they're voting for the president that's going to destroy our country. They're doing everything that we can't have them doing, basically. And if this election, if Trump loses this election, America will cease to exist because all of these people that have come here illegally will stay here if Kamala wins, and then she will also give them the right to vote, and then there will all the rest of the elections will be worthless because all these illegals will be voting for whoever their system puts in, whatever puppet they put in, because what can't the reason they're voting for Kamala is because she's letting them come into her country, she's letting them stay here, and then she's letting them vote, and she's giving them free stuff. There, it makes sense. If I was an illegal immigrant, I would vote for Kamala for those reasons. There's no reason to vote for Trump.
What
He's
the
going to
fuck is
kick me out
wrong
of the
with
country.
Democrats? Like, literally, what the fuck is wrong with Democrats? They should want them out of here. And somebody making everything harder for people to find a job because of fucking Democrats.
I think that Democrats don't want them in our country. The sane ones. There's a lot of Democrats that don't even want Kamala to win. They're just stuck with her. Like the main
Yeah,
point of
yeah.
one of the main kind of concerns of Democrats right now that I found is abortion being their top reason that they're voting for Kamala over Trump. And what Trump has done is he ended Roe versus Wade and he brought the choice to the states. So now the states get to decide rather than it just being a decision by the government where it's late. It used to be like you could have late term abortion and then babies were being killed. We can't have that. We have to have a set limit on once the baby is in, once the baby is alive and the woman, that's too late. We can't be having that because you're killing babies at that point, and we need more babies as well because America is currently like the amount of people having babies has declined like rapidly, and what that's going to do is like there's this older population, and like they're the ones, they had a bunch of babies, they had us, and like then we're not having enough babies. We need to have more babies so we can have a future for our country. Otherwise there will be no America left if we have no babies as well. But it's
Dude,
yeah.
I'm gonna the day of the election day when they tell us he's gonna be president. I'm fucking watching it. I'm gonna watch it and see who gets elected.
Well, it's not
Yeah.
actually going to be on election day. It's going to be like 2 weeks after election day that we find out because there's mail-in voting going on right now, and they take a while to count those. The whole system, that's the rigged part of the system, is they're going to be counting votes after the election, and that's when, like last year, they had all these votes come in at 3 a.m. in the morning, and it was all rigged. It's going to be rigged again. Too big to rig, ladies and gentlemen. We got to go vote. Let's do it.
Yeah.
It's so stupid how they let it be rigged. It's so fucking stupid. And I thought, and you can go to jail for that. Fucking stupid how they let people get away with it. They should be arresting
Mhm.
those fucking people.
That's what Trump's
I know
gonna
we should all
do.
be we should all be getting the Trump people go stand guard outside the vote counting places. Like, yeah, yeah, we'll double check those votes for you guys.
Yeah,
It's like,
hopefully
huh,
that's
whole giant shipment of all Kamala Harris votes? Huh, that's kind of sus.
yeah, for real. I just saw a video today on X of somebody threw a lighter into a one of the mail-in voting boxes, and all the votes were lit on fire inside of it. I don't know who did that, which side, but that was just crazy to see.
Well, fucking good. Fuck Columbia Harris. She fucking deserves that. She's a piece of shit.
I know, it's
Sure
true.
is. And right now they're calling Trump Hitler. That's their main talk point is Trump is now being called Hitler. He's a Nazi.
How
And
is Trump fucking Hitler for doing fucking good shit?
he's not, of course not. And you know what they're doing is the whole meme going around is if Trump was going to be Hitler, he would have done it. And why did he forgot to do it his first term? Did Trump forget to be Hitler in his first term? He's already been president for 4 years. Was he Hitler then? No, I guess he forgot.
Well, we'll tell the Democrat retards. It's like Hitler's basically just anyone that says things that upset me or my wife. Yeah.
Yeah,
Or in that case, I call Hillary fucking Uh,
Yeah, Hillary Clinton, you know, fucking.
They say I think that
Hillary.
the Democrats that are in the system, that are on the Kamala team, they call Trump what they are. So when they call Trump Hitler, it means they're probably Hitler.
Yeah, probably.
Hillary should be Hitler, not Trump.
Yeah. Well,
Trump's a good fucking person.
Jake, I got to speak. I don't know how you feel about Elon Musk. I know a lot of people don't like him. I have friends that don't like him, but I got to go see him 3 times over the past month because he's been in Pennsylvania, and I got to talk to him twice. Feelings on him? Are you kind of like a anti
I
Musker?
don't know. I don't really know anything about Musk.
Uh, yeah, he has the Tesla cars. I'm sure you know about those. Have you seen the Cybertrucks driving around
Yeah,
yet?
yeah, there's a couple
I'm
of them around.
seeing more and more of those.
There's a
Those things are
couple.
awesome, man. I got to go inside of one of them and see them up close, and all they can do, they can like rise, like you can go off roading with them, and like the wheels come up, the whole body of the car comes up, and the wheels stay low, like a one of those monster trucks. They can self drive themselves as well, which is like that's kind of cool having a car that can self drive you. I think because then you can just like chill and relax without having to. It's like so relaxing to just let the car drive for you, not having to think about all the crazy drivers on the road. I like
I
Tesla.
was rich out to get one.
I like the Tesla cars. I do. I like what he's doing. SpaceX is cool. He just landed his big. Uh, he re-landed a rocket onto his space station, one that was in the air, like the biggest one, and he got it to land so they can reuse it, like reusable rockets instead of having to build a whole new one every single time. Uh,
Yep.
he does underground tunnels, which are kind of cool for cars. They can, if you're living in California, there's a shit ton of traffic, and if you can just go underground and speed off through it, get someplace that takes normally 4 hours to get to, you can get there in 10 minutes. I think that's a good thing that he does as well. He does this thing
Nice.
called Neuralink, which is like where you put. There's a couple people that currently have it in their brains, and it's a computer chip. This is the one that people are like. This is a lot of people kind of don't like him for it. I get it. It's like he's putting these chips into people's heads. Like it can. What can this? Imagine. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't really want a chip in my head. It could be hacked, and like your whole body could be taken over. So
Yeah.
it's
I feel
questionable.
like it
But
should be saved if you're like a quadriplegic or something, so
yeah,
you could walk again or something like that'd be
yeah.
good.
Yeah,
That'd be nice.
that's exactly what I think his goal is to help people like that, which is respectable for that manner. Is if you can never walk and be able to walk again, or like you can't talk and you're able to talk again. I just saw him put out a post today about people with back pain and neck pain, and how he thinks he could even make your back and neck pain go away. I don't understand how a computer chip can do all this, but that's
Yeah,
pretty
well, I
nuts.
mean, if it could change like the electrical signals in your brain, it could
Uh,
stop the pain signal in your brain, or for your back pain part. You know, I mean, it could.
mhm,
It's really interesting. It's really interesting. I mean, of course, people like to think on the negative side, like, yeah, couldn't it basically put your mind in like some eternal hellscape
mhm.
thing? It's like, yeah, I guess. I mean, yeah, maybe some people
If it
do
could fix
deserve
my
that.
knees, then I would
Scumbag
fucking do it.
fucking people. Yeah, no, I get you.
If it could
Yeah,
fix my knees, I
Yeah,
would fucking take that trip in a heartbeat.
exactly. I think there's people like you that would take it and pop a chip in their brain for that reason alone. I think it probably could fix your. I mean, I don't know if it would fix your knees, but like it'd make the pain probably like. I don't
I
know.
feel
I
like
guess
it
it would
would.
like make the pain like disappear. Like you don't even notice it, but the pain is still there. So are you like
Yeah.
ruining your legs more by using them, or like I don't know how that
Yeah, I
works.
mean, probably, but I mean, it's just like your knees, though. I mean, I don't know. Maybe something else could happen with the knee, with the Neuralink. I mean, who knows? Who knows?
Yeah.
With the, but I was thinking something. It's like if you were like addicted to drugs or something, it could kind of like,
Oh,
unaddict your brain.
that's an interesting one. I haven't heard anybody bring that up about Neuralink. So I would that would be a question if I get to see him again. I could ask him that one. It's
Yeah.
been kind of cool though, like just going to these meetings that he has. They're called town halls, and I usually try to be one of the first ones there, and I just like talk to everybody, ask them like, what would you ask Elon Musk, and like try to connect with them on X or whatever, so I can have more people join our podcast. I'm hoping to have some more people join us, and like a lot of people have interesting views, and people will go up like some of the questions they had. He didn't agree with them. It's just like not everybody is there because they liked Elon Musk. They were just there to connect and like speak their mind. And the cool thing that was like being there only 4 hours early, I was able to talk to him each time I went. And if you go to a Trump rally, yeah, and you get there 4 hours early, it's like you're late. You're all the way in the back, but there's just not. He just doesn't have as big of a following, so it's easier to talk to him. It's I got to talk to one of the richest people in the world, so it's like if I could talk to him, I could probably talk to anybody. I feel like it's kind of like gave me that feeling that anything's kind of possible. Being able to like, I could have said anything when I had the mic in front of me. I could have said anything I wanted to the whole he's got a follow. There's a following. There were hundreds of thousands of people, probably at least every time I went, at least 1,000 people in the crowd that were listening to me as I spoke. So um, I talked to him last time I saw him. I just kind of made a little joke about how, I have my MAGA hat and I keep it in my car. Somebody slashed my car with the key. They skimmed my car with it, and I brought that up just as like for fun and told them about that. And somebody also chased after me with a shopping cart one time when I was at the store when I had my MAGA hat on. They were like following me really fast, and like I made a turn and they stopped following me, but I made a little joke about that. And then I brought up we had you weren't here for this, Jake, but we had on Derek, he has something called spina bifida, and so his legs, he's never had usage of his legs his whole life, and we had him on, and it's spina bifida months. Awareness month, so I brought that up to the crowd. I was like, I just want to spread the awareness. It's spina bifida month, and so everybody, it seemed like people were happy to hear about that, like that I was spreading the awareness. And then I asked him, my question to him was like, what would Neuralink, could Neuralink help these people, and what would the Trump administration be doing to help disabled people? Anything? And his answer to that question was like, he didn't really answer my question, what the Trump administration would do for disabled people. He kind of went on this little rant about uh, how he knew somebody who had cancer, and they were told that they were going to die, if one of his friends was going to die from brain cancer, and they were able to, they fought the system, the healthcare system, and they took a drug, like, Trump made this act. It's called the Right to Try Act. I think they used that act, so they were able to try this new medicine, and it cured their cancer. So it's like that's what the Trump administration is doing, is they're making drugs available that weren't available weren't available ever before, and people can try things if they're like terminally ill. They can try things and saves lives. So he went into that kind of rant on things for a little bit. He did that for a lot of people though. Like people would ask him specific questions and he would answer like he didn't exactly answer their question. He would just like go on to something kind of like a little bit different than their question was, which was
Yeah,
interesting.
well,
Um,
if you can't answer the question, you have to answer the closest question you can.
yeah.
So,
It's just what came to his mind at the time, I guess, and I did the same thing when I asked him the question. I just said whatever came to my mind at the time, and
yeah, I
uh,
mean, yeah, I'd rather you answer what you can answer rather than just kind of like, like just be like, oh, sorry, I can't answer that,
yeah, yeah. The people there are just so interesting, though. They all had different everybody had a different topic. He probably answered around 50 questions, and each person asked like on a, so yeah, he's consistently up there on stage having to switch his mindset from one topic to another. One person's talking about what the government efficiency program is going to do with money. The next person, like me, is talking about medical device, like medical questions. The next person is talking about something like something completely different having to do with space or like, and it's like I get it, I get it, but it was just
Wow.
fun to be there in general and meet people. I had one person behind me named Jen. She was like concerned with schooling and how kids are taught in school. Like she was saying how like certain kids like they're not supposed like they're supposed to be able to learn in a different way. Like this one kid, he doesn't do good in school, but he can build a whole stereo system. So we need to change our school systems so that these kids can like learn what they're good at and become good at it instead of just being taught like a little bit. Just like I never paid attention in school because it was just so like I was one of the bottom in my class, like the very bottom, just like I stupid. I liked math class. I liked writing, even though I got failed in writing all the time because the teachers didn't like that I didn't put commas and shit in the right places, and I don't know, but just like I never paid attention in like history class and I mean I'm glad I didn't because I feel like a lot of the history classes taught in school is probably wrong anyways. So.
That's like for me. I was always in special ed, and I really just never did my fucking homework. So at the time, I was always in C, D, and I was really good at chem, science. So I got
Mhm.
always A's, and then when it came to chemistry, I almost got an F, and I almost failed my senior year because I sucked at fucking chemistry. I almost failed my fucking senior year
Yeah.
because of chemistry and, of course, welding.
Yeah,
I
I
almost
was
fucking failed my senior year, bro. I
I was on the
almost failed
same
my.
page, man. Consistently fighting to get you have to get like a certain grade, like a C, but I think like they just passed me along and that's what they did. They told me you'll never make one of my teachers specifically came to me and she said, "You'll never make it through college. You'll never make it." And then that was like I was like thinking like all these people who were graduating were like talking about all the colleges, the great colleges they were going to go to and everything, and I was like, well, I'm gonna show this teacher wrong, and I went to college and I got a bachelor's degree and proved her wrong. But then it's like college is stupid to, and you don't need to go to college. Like, there's no reason unless you're going for like something like physics or like engineering. It's kind of just a waste of your time and a lot of things. So I don't look at people who have college degrees as being smarter than people that don't have college degrees. I think that it's like I cheated through college. Like it's just anybody can get through college if you just go. It's just it's just a piece of paper
I
that
just,
you get. So
I just never thought about college, and when I even thought about college, I even thought about like sending me to this place called Lehigh or whatever college, and I was still looking for this like special ed thing, and I was like, no, I'm not going to college. Fuck college. And I honestly fucking didn't care about college, and I was like, screw it, I don't need fucking college to be successful.
yeah, I couldn't
If I
get
do
into.
anything in the future, I'll go back to fucking tech school to be a carpenter or whatever. I'll figure
That's
it
good.
out.
Yeah, that's what Elon Musk mentioned. He said we need more carpenters. We need more people like that. We don't need these people going to college and getting degrees. We need people doing hand stuff, carpenters, people that build stuff, all of that. Like that's important. That's something that would be like more beneficial to you for sure, I think. Especially with
True.
what's happening in technology right now, it's going to take over a lot of jobs. This AI stuff is really big. I know you guys don't really use it or like understand it, but it's like taking over. It's literally taking over so many jobs. They have a whole McDonald's even that's ran on like ran on robots in California right now. It's like the things you don't need to have people working. They just in California they raised the minimum wage from like $10 an hour to like $18 an hour, and they were the people there are like, well, I don't want to hire and pay somebody $18 an hour when I can just go get these robots to do the work. And that's what's happening is they're just building robots that can do all these jobs that we used to do, and I think it's gonna happen more and more. So I
Fuck
remember
robot.
working at UPS. I was working at UPS for a little bit, and I was taking the boxes off the conveyor belt, turning around, walking to the truck, and putting them into their placement inside of the truck where they're supposed to be. That's something that could easily be done by a robot in the future for sure. And like so many people rely on, there's so many employees at UPS, and all these people's jobs get taken. Like, what are they going to do? What is the future for them when their jobs get taken? Uh, Podcasting, that's what it is. Let's keep I mean, let's do this podcast. I mean, what else is there to do when all the jobs are taken? We just got to do art, maybe do drawings, make comic books, have a lot of art is good. I think art is like the future of like making of things, just like doing things that you like to do, being creative, and rather than having to go work some 9 to 5 job, it's going to be more like what Elon Musk said is we're going to have universal income in the future. So we're all just going to be given what we want in the future because all of these robots are going to take over our jobs, and we're not going to have jobs. We're just going to be given like it's not going to be communism, but it's going to be like we're going to have this stuff. We're going to be given it because it's just like there's no point in humans doing the work anymore. And like I get it. I think that could be the case. He's already has all
Well,
these um
that's the kind of future that we all want, where it's like people could just vibe and chill, and no
yeah,
one's like forced to work or anything. It's like we're all just chilling.
I think that's very possible within our lifetimes, and that's crazy to think about. But it's also like I think that's a positive thing. It's like something to, and I think that's something to look forward to. I mean, that's kind of the
Yeah,
future I think a lot of people want is to be able to do what they want and not be stuck in some 9 to 5 job. So I'm all for it.
that's what
Except
God's
for like the
doing,
labor
you know?
jobs and whatnot. I don't think like carpenters is
Yeah,
gonna be done by a
yeah,
robot and whatnot.
yeah,
But
yeah.
like what you're talking about, like warehouse and
Uh-huh.
all that stuff, yeah, I agree with you. Like most of those kind of jobs, yeah, like it's gonna be.
I
Yeah,
think
I
yeah.
agree.
I think that's why he was saying we need more people that are doing jobs like carpentry and stuff, is because that's the things that robots won't be able to do. So that would be like, I don't know if you guys saw the South Park episode, but like that's exactly what happened in it.
Yeah,
Is like
people don't know how to do
everybody
stuff no
became
more.
stupid, and the richest people, the people that everybody needed, were these people that could fix the dishwasher, and everybody was calling this person to fix things, and they became like the most needed people. So I think that is like the future where it's heading is like we're still gonna need certain people to do things like fix things, and that's the place to go. But I don't know how to like I don't know how to do carpentry that well, so I would need to call someone to do carpentry right now. It's something that I could see myself like that'd be fun to learn, I guess. Um, yeah,
Also, it would just be nice to like drop by a house, being like, I fucking built that.
yep. Yeah, he just had this big robot convention where he showed off his future taxi cars that are going to be driverless, no driver. They'll come and pick you up and take you to where you need to go. And like people can own fleets of these things. Like I could own a fleet of these taxi cars, and all I would have to do is clean them and keep them clean, and I would just send them out to pick people up and drop them off, and that would be my job if I were to do that. And that's the taxi cars are nuts. He's got like buses now too that will do the same thing. He's got these robots. He says they're going to be. the robots he thinks are going to be one of the biggest things in the future. If you've ever seen the movie I, Robot, but these are like humanoid robots, and they're going to be like he says around $30,000 each, which is pretty inexpensive. It's like the price of a car, and they'll be able to come to and do everything you want them to do. If you have one in your wherever you're living, you can tell them like go. I told Mech this, go get a beer out of the fridge, go clean, go mop the floor. It can do all those things for you that you don't want to do. And he thinks that these robots he's building are going to be huge. So we're going to have personalized robots. You can talk to them. They can be your friend. He said his son has some like type of like mental disability where his son's gonna have a hard time making friends. He thinks so. He thinks that these robots will be his son's friend, and he's really excited for that. Whereas me, I think that like I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. I think that he should find a way for his son to have human friends because I think like if you're friends with a robot, it's like you're touching metal. It's like you gotta have like it's like different than I don't agree with it. I think that we need to have human friends and not robot friends. I mean both, a little of both. I could see like a mix rather than just having robot friends. Hmm,
Yeah, that's an interesting future.
meh.
That would be cool though. Robots taking over the world, man.
No.
Hmm. All right. Well, let me. I'll do what I did to people at the Musk event, just because it's like I had fun asking this question. Like, if you could ask Elon Musk one question, what would your question be?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Oh. Yeah, Elon, what kind of crack were you smoking when you made the Cybertruck?
Yeah, are you taking brain enhancement drugs? He could
Yeah,
be.
brain enhancer drug.
Nobody asked him that question. That's a good one.
What made you want to design a Tesla?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one, I guess. Are you guys familiar with Nikola Tesla?
Yeah.
No.
That's the name of his car. He's named after this guy. He created unlimited energy, and the government came and took all his designs and have kept it secret. They didn't want the information getting out about the availability of unlimited energy. I think he built some other things too, but that was one of them.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
do
but
think
see,
there's,
that's another reason why our government's fucking evil.
yeah, I do
The
think that there,
government is evil, man, and don't you fucking forget it.
yeah, they
Yeah.
have a government secrecy act that was created, and they are keeping stuff secret from us for sure. That's technology that's advanced, I think,
Yeah.
that we don't know about, and
See, that's
I
what we
think,
got to get Trump to get rid of, It's
mhm,
like, give government shit back to the people, bro. Government shouldn't keep any secrets. Like, government says that we can't keep secrets from them, but not vice versa. It's like,
mhm,
nah, no way, bro. It's like government's
It's
gonna get
like
what's fucking coming to them, bro. Even if we gotta fucking kill all of them.
it's like if I want to have chickens on my fucking damn property, I will have
I was
goddamn
just talking
chickens.
about that
If I want
today.
to have a goddamn cow on my fucking property, I will have a goddamn cow, and
That's
you
the thing.
can't do anything
This
about it.
goddamn
Oh,
fucking
you want to kill me
stupid
for having a
government.
damn cow? Kill me, you fucking government.
I know. I know, because like anyone
Kill
anyone
me.
that actually thinks that shit is legit is a fucking fascist piece of shit. and should be fucking killed on sight. I mean, that's why government doesn't want you having weed. They don't want you growing weed because they want to tax you. They want to steal your money like the fucking mafia goons they are. They're all
I
evil
will grow a
SOBs,
damn
bro.
plant if I want to.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
I
They don't even
should
want
be
you to be
able
able to
to.
grow plants. I mean, that's the thing. It starts with like getting rid of like cold fusion, and then it ends with like you can't even grow like fucking mold on the bottom of your fucking thing,
yeah,
Like they don't want you
And
having
it's so
anything.
fucking and it's so fucking stupid because it's so fucking legal here that you can fucking buy it anywhere, and you can buy it at gas stations, you can buy it in a fucking store.
hmm
Why can't you fucking grow it?
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so fucking legal, it's so fucking stupid, but you
The
can't fucking
seeds,
grow it at your fucking house.
the
Why the
seeds are
fuck
illegal.
not?
You're not allowed to buy seeds. You can only buy the weed. They don't want you growing it. So, oh man, I disagree with that one. I agree we should be able to grow our own weed if we want to. There's no reason for it. It's
Damn
bullshit.
straight. Damn straight. Yeah, see, government's like, oh, well, you could grow shit in your own house. You just have to pay us like an extra tax every whatever
Uh-huh.
year. It's like, go away. And
Yeah,
Exactly. So I should either pluck my own weed and share it with my friends, or sell it if I fucking want to, and be
exactly.
my
And
own weed dealer if I fucking want to, and say,
look at
"Fuck you, government, suck my fucking big fat cock."
Look at this one.
damn straight.
They're making there. If you have water that comes out of the sky from the rain, you're not allowed to collect it, and you're not allowed to use that water because it's against the law, and you have to pay or higher taxes or something. They do this in certain states. It's like that's bullshit. One right there for sure. Um,
Yeah, imagine a cop trying to enforce that shit. A cop tries to enforce that shit on me, it's gonna be a dead fucking pig,
you're gonna be pulling out the
Gonna
2A on
make
Mm.
them.
gonna be making bacon. I mean, because it's like any person that actually tries to enforce laws like that are no better than Nazis and should be destroyed. Like that's
Yeah,
actual Nazi shit. Like, oh no, bro, you can't have that. You can't
yeah.
have free shit that God
You
gives you, bro. You
you
have to
can't.
pay through the government. Like, who even believes that?
They're taking control of the rainwater. They just say it's theirs. Like they have that it's our rainwater. The government's like, fuck you, government. It's not your rainwater. That's coming from the sky. It's the people's rainwater. It's like
Dude, just fuck the government.
right now in California, there's a lot of farmland that doesn't have water. Their crops are just look like complete crap because they rerouted a lot of the water that used to go to California. They rerouted it to another area, and that's fucked up. It's like they could have unlimited amounts of water and have beautiful green plants in California, but because the government rerouted the water on purpose, because to save some stupid fish. I mean, I like fish, but that's what their reasoning is, and it's like there goes all the plants to feed people, and it's bullshit. Need to fix this whole country. Trump will do that. He's gonna make sure we can use the rainwater, we can keep our farms green. It's just all this crap
Go Trump.
for sure. Uh,
I still say he's gonna win.
he's got to win. We got to vote. We got to vote.
It's either
Yeah.
that, or we're gonna be in World War III, like my prediction. If Harris wins, that's my prediction.
Yeah.
My prediction, boys. I mean, we're basically already are. So that's my prediction. It's gonna be a declared World War III. So that's
Yeah,
my prediction.
yeah.
Declared World
Right
War Three.
now, Taiwan is being eyed up by China, and if Harris becomes president, China is definitely 100% gonna attack Taiwan, and we rely on Taiwan right now for a lot of things because they build like a lot of my shoes are from Taiwan. that I wear, and a lot of computer chips are made in Taiwan that we use. So it's like Taiwan is one of our great allies, and China's been just sending their ships right through their waters because they're not afraid right now. They have no fear because Trump puts fear back into other countries from attacking our allies and from attacking us. He's they're scared when Trump's president to do these things, to start these wars, because they know there'll be retaliation, and they don't want retaliation. They want Kamala, who will just let them do whatever they want. Can't have that. No fucking
That's
way.
why we need Trump. That's why we need Trump.
Hmm. Fix our border, fix our economy. Um, two big ones
Fix
right there,
everything.
pretty much. Now, Trump might be the one thing that we might disagree with him on is, he doesn't smoke weed. He's never been a huge advocate for weed smoking. So like there's one thing that we might have a little different opinions on with him, but I think that's a minor issue when he already legalized weed pretty much when he did the hemp bill. Now we have the
Yeah,
THCA
but
that we can get at the store. So
that's not going to change at all.
yeah.
At least I don't think that's going to change.
I think we agree
I
with
think
him
the
on
people
most
have got to
everything
vote on
else.
that.
Any other disagreements with him that you guys have that Trump's doing?
Nope.
Uh,
I fucking love Trump, man.
MAGA. All these celebrities are coming out for Kamala. I used to listen to Eminem growing up, and he would be like, "Fuck the FCC. They won't let me be. They won't let me say what I want to say." And now he just came out voting for Kamala. It's like he's standing for something that he's always been against. Something happened. He's brainwashed cologne. I don't know what's wrong with him. He's not a human anymore. He got taken over by the woke mind virus. So many of these celebrities that are just like told what to do. Something happened to the guy. That's not who he was when I was growing up. He was somebody who fought the system, fought the wanted to speak freely, free speech, and the Biden administration and the Kamala administration, they're trying to shut down free speech. They did it. They're doing it right now. They've done it before. Google is right now Google, which is everybody at Google. They're voting like most of the people that work for Google. They're Kamala supporters. They fundraised a lot of money for her, and they just shut down. Um, Trump just did a podcast with Joe Rogan, and it was really big. And they're suppressing the video. Google owns YouTube, and they're suppressing the YouTube video. If you type in Trump Joe Rogan, the video doesn't even come up when you type it in. You have to like you have to go to his actual YouTube channel to find the video because it's so suppressed by suppression is a form of censorship, and it's what the fake news, when the fake news talks on TV, that's a form of censorship. That's We all used to rely on the fake news before social media came. We had to listen to whatever their talking points were, and their talking points were whatever they wanted them to be. We can't be relying on the fake news, and they want to shut down uh, Twitter at now called X, which Elon owns. Its free speech platform. Their goal is to shut it down because they don't like that the people are speaking freely and saying what they want on the platform. Because of X and because of the freedom of speech that's there, platforms like Facebook and Instagram and TikTok, they have no choice but to allow more free speech on their platforms because everybody's seeing stuff on X that's like, okay, well, these other platforms that are censoring people, they're like, well, X is telling the truth, and we're just only allowing the lies. And they're like, well, everybody's going to X now to hear the truth, so we have to start allowing more of the truth on our platforms as well. So like what he's done with allowing free speech on X is huge, and that's why I'm a big like advocate for it, and I'm always using it. I'm a social media guy. I'm a content creator making these podcasts. I take out clips out of this and I post them on there. It's just like we got us on Rumble now. We're on rumble.com. That's another platform that's like competing with YouTube. So we're on there now, ladies and gentlemen. Rumble.com, Pedal to the Metal podcast. Find us there. Fuck yeah.
Oh.
Freedom.
Woo.
Let's go.
Yeah.
If Mech wants to have a beer, smoke a cigarette on this podcast, that's what he wants to do. That's what we're going to do. We don't need to be shut down by YouTube for doing what we want to do here.
Yeah, no, they try, you know. You comment something that's not like some super pussy shit, like it's getting removed, you know? Yeah, YouTube's a real bunch of scumbags. Google too.
Yep. Yeah, Google owns YouTube. They own a lot
Yeah,
of
if you,
things.
I mean, honestly, you should just be able to say whatever the fuck you want to say, you know, good or bad. Fuck it. Who's to
Hmm.
say what's good and bad?
I mean, I
Certainly
agree.
not some rich
Yeah,
fucking retards.
even if you're a Nazi, I don't care if you're speaking free. It's better to let these Nazis speak freely and let them say what they want on platforms because at least we know what they're saying and we can like, yeah, no, yeah, we can agree or disagree with them, and that should be like it's like that's free speech. It's like they're not nobody. Most people disagree with Nazis, but there's no reason to
Yeah.
like follow one. I wouldn't
No,
follow a
because like,
Nazi that's saying kill.
is anyone in today's day and age really afraid of any Nazi? Like, who fucking
Uh,
cares? Like, oh, butthurt Nazi
any
upset that
group.
they got fucked. You know? Like, they can go
That's
and whine about it all they want on YouTube. You know,
Yeah,
like
if
who would even
yeah,
care? I feel like the
no.
thing is like even caring enough to censor them is showing that you're afraid of them. And why would you be afraid of them? You know,
Hmm.
I say
like
Hillary's a Nazi because she
the
doesn't care about
irony.
policing children. I mean,
The
children.
irony is that these YouTube and Google people hating on all them and like censoring their shit just makes them more powerful. You know,
It
it's like
makes them yeah.
they're really not even worth dealing with. Like fuck them, who cares? You
And
know.
that's what and when their speech is censored, that's what makes them upset and start causing problems is because they can't say what they want to say. They're getting angry. It's like I'd be angry too if I couldn't say what I wanted to say, and it's like that just makes problems worse by censoring them. I think it causes like problem more issues than it does solving problems. It's like,
Yeah, just let people do what they want to do. Who gives a shit?
hmm uh,
Huh.
that's why we have our gun rights. Gotta protect our free speech with that. But that's what they want to do. They want to take
We
away
need
our
to
guns.
expand it. Yeah, we need to expand the gun rights. You know,
They
people
want to.
should
They
be
want
able
to.
to just go to a 7-Eleven, buy whatever the fuck. You know, like who cares? No
Dude, even I
license,
want
no
to own a
nothing.
gun one day.
They want to take away our
I'm
rights to
planning on
being able
saving
to
up for
own
a gun.
AR-15s. No, we're not going to take that. We need to have our AR-15s because if they say if this election is rigged and Kamala becomes president because it's super rigged, which I don't think is going to happen. I don't think we're going to allow that. We're going to find all the rigging. This time we have people watching the polls like never before. We know what happened in 2020, and we're watching that this time more carefully. We've already found stuff like I just mentioned in Lancaster. They found all those votes that were being cheated on. But if Kamala did unfortunately become president, which she won't likely become, then she could be like telling us what to do. She could, if we don't have our gun rights, she could say everybody needs to take this new vaccine that came out. And if we don't have our gun rights, and they come to our house and they say you need to take this, that, what I mean, I'm pulling out my 2A if someone comes to my house and they say I need to take a vaccine. That's some random vaccine that they just made. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way I'm
Dude, that's
taking.
why I
It's like,
don't take it, because
yeah,
all you fucking know is they could even turn into a fucking zombie, is all we fucking know. Literally, we don't
dude.
even know what's in those fucking vaccines. All we fucking know is literally they could turn into a fucking zombie in a few fucking years. And all we know is zombie apocalypse all fucking happens.
They were trying to force people to take it the first time. They did it to our even to people in our
I
military. They were saying you have to take it or you're kicked out of the military, and people got kicked out of the military because they wouldn't take it. So it's just
I'm
like
still not taking it.
people working for our government, they were told they had to take it or they would lose their jobs. They were trying to force it, and that's what they want to do is they want to be able to force it on people. And this goes for more than the vaccine. It's just this is an example, like a good example. It's like you can't be, that's why we have our Second Amendment right, is to not allow them to like take that kind of control. If they say Kamala's the president when it's proven that it's rigged, and then they say like Kamala's president, and then she becomes president and has the military enforce that. We need to be like, I mean, I don't want to say like we're gonna have to fight back because that'd be like I don't want to have to say that right now, but it's like look at what if we look at other countries, you look at Venezuela, we look at countries where this did happen, where the election was rigged and the president was voted for, and then they said no, that's not going to be the president because we want this person to be president. And then the people of the country they can't fight back because they don't have their gun rights. They don't have rights. They don't have guns to fight back. Guns are being pointed at them. If they try to fight back, what are they going to do? Nothing. So can't have that.
Yeah.
It's why we own guns, so we can. If we get fucking threat, that's why we have fucking guns.
I just feel
Or
like
actually have our gun rights.
it's like fucking insane that Trump's had like multiple assassination attempts on him,
Oh
and
yeah.
it's just hardly even news. It's like, oh,
Yep.
so Trump is like trying to
Yeah.
get murdered by all these people that have ties to the BlackRock organization, and
Thank you
yet,
for.
he's Hitler and he's the bad guy and he's
I
whatever. Like, it's just so backwards and so fucking evil. It's just so wrong.
I appreciate you bringing that up. You're right, 100%, man. Trump's been, they suppress it. The fake news suppresses him being, he got shot in the ear, and like they're suppressing it. They don't want. Yeah, I brought that up when I was talking to Elon, and I said my car got slashed. I was like, you know what? Trump got hit in the ear. I can take your car slashing with a key.
Yeah, like
But,
these people are actually fucking demented. Like they're so fucking evil. They don't even view
mhm,
Trump supporters as human. They don't view Trump as human. They're just like so fucking vile and so
mhm,
angry. It's just like, dude. And you know why they're angry? Because they're fucking wrong. That's why. Because they've been supporting this Democrat fucking nonsense for
yeah,
years. And
that's
let's
what.
be honest, even the Republicans before Trump are also in on it. They're just as bad, if not
You know,
worse.
they're down to their last straw. That's why they're calling Trump Hitler. And you're right there. He's the only one getting shot at for a reason. It's because he's doing he's actually a human that's doing things. He's actually like he doesn't use a prompter. That he's not told what to do. He's a free man that's
Yeah,
speaking
yeah,
his
he's got
mind.
enough money that he's
And
not bought out by that shit, and they hate that.
yeah,
They hate that they
yeah.
can't control him
And
with money,
Kamala is
and
just a puppet.
it's insane.
Money.
It's insane. I
Biden.
swear, it's like if some shit happens with Trump, it's gonna be a civil war. People are gonna be storming the BlackRock building and fucking dragging people out, cutting their fucking heads off, and
I I'm
And
really
that's
glad.
exactly what those fucking sons of bitches deserve. You know, the BlackRock company, they got fucking $80 trillion worth of land and military supplies.
Yeah.
80 trillion. You know, $80 trillion is more money
Mhm.
than banks have and loan out to people, all banks throughout all the world. Did you know that?
Yeah,
That
that's
like
why
the
I'm
BlackRock
glad
company is so powerful and so evil, they
that
need to be broken up. They
that's what
need to
that
be destroyed, and the
that's why
people
it's so
running that shit
awesome.
need to stand trial and be executed.
It's why it's so fantastic that Elon Musk is on our side because he's got the money to fight the system on like to fight that stuff. But nobody's shooting
Yeah,
at Kamala and Biden for a reason. It's because they're puppets, and if you take one of them out, they're just going to replace them with another puppet. being told what to do, reading off teleprompters.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Yeah, because
matter if
like
one of them
Biden's
dies.
done. Kamala
Yep.
takes over. If she's done, then like her fucking stooge, whatever pick, will take over.
Hmm.
And they all follow the same orders. They all listen to the same people. They're all
Hmm.
scum and they're all evil. And like, I mean, people just keep joking about how politicians are so horrible, and they just go and they're like, let's vote for the most like basic bitch politician, fucking loser of all time. It's like, ugh. It's just like it's so gross. But that's when you realize you just can't argue with these stupid people, these Kamala supporters, because they're just so goofy and they just don't
Why
get
do you
it.
think fucking Biden dropped out? Because he knew he didn't have a fucking chance on winning.
It's
And
just like
fucking
some
Columbia
sputtering
Harris
fucking
still doesn't
idiot.
even have a fucking chance because she's even worse than fucking Biden. There's no way she has a shot of fucking winning. I mean, there's no fucking chance of way that she is gonna fucking win this at all.
I'm
Are you
Nope.
glad.
fucking kidding me?
Trump
She's
has a
second of Biden.
Trump
There's
has
no
a
way she's gonna fucking win this at all. I
we
know
have
she has some voters,
no way,
but dude,
no.
there's no fucking way. She fucking sucks, dude.
Nobody, yeah,
She's
it's
just
rigged.
horrible.
The
She
only way
just
they can win
sucks.
is the rigging. But I'm glad Trump has JD Vance now selected as a vice president. So I don't think Trump's going to get killed. But if he does, we have somebody now that he believes in that would be able to be there for us if we need be. Yeah, JD Vance, he seems like a good dude too. Just like in general. So I'm glad that he brought him into play. But yeah, man.
Yeah, that is true. If Trump does die, we always got JD Vance.
Yeah, that's the go-to right now.
Dear God, please don't let Trump die. We
Yeah,
all
yeah.
fucking love him to
Mhm.
heaven.
Mhm.
Amen.
Amen.
Shoot
Let's
me,
go.
not Trump. Okay, don't shoot me. I take that back. But don't shoot anybody.
Yeah.
Although if I had the option, I would take a bullet for Trump. I would take a bullet for Trump.
Okay. Thanks, man.
I would take a bullet. If I had the option and I was there, I would take a bullet for
Mhm.
Trump.
Damn
I
straight.
fucking would. If I
You
was
would
one of his
die.
army men, I would take a bullet for him.
You would die as a hero, and I would have pictures of you on the wall on my walls for the rest of my life, man. You just
Fuck yeah.
yeah. I'd
I
be
wish I was one of his army men. His secret forces.
uh, Dang, I was gonna say something and I forgot. There's so much good conversation happening here right now, though. That's what we're talking about. So it's all real. It's so important. Yeah. There's something around what Jake was saying. Whatever I was gonna say. Uh, yeah. It,
You know, I truly wonder what it's like being shot. If it like hurts really bad, or I wonder what it's like being shot. Is it
yeah.
quick, painful death, or if it's a slow death, or do you just slowly fucking die? I sometimes wonder.
Yeah. I can
Is
imagine
it a quick death,
if you
slow
don't
death?
die. If you get shot in the arm, I would just imagine like you just have an and like it's not a deadly shot. You would just have a bunch of adrenaline that comes to your system, so you might not even like realize you were shot or something. Like it's just like you're so in
You're not
shock.
wrong, because
You'd
there's
be
people that lived and has
yeah,
gotten shot.
yeah,
So you're not wrong.
hmm,
You're not
yeah,
wrong there. People's gotten shot and actually lived in the arm and
yeah,
whatnot.
yeah. If you get shot in the leg or something, you're good. So
It just depends on where you get shot. Fuck, I got shot.
Yeah, when Trump got shot in
I
the
wonder
ear,
how bad it fucking
he
hurts
just
though.
when he got shot in the ear, he just stood up and he was like, "I'm fine." Like, fight, fight, fight. It's a pretty amazing moment. It's, that's what a fighter does, man. That's what a American hero does. Is he? That was like it was like a movie moment. Literally, it was just like something you would. Yeah, we're living in a movie to see something like that.
Oh,
Cheers to our fighters
yeah,
in
cheers.
war and for Trump. Cheers to cheers to the fuckers. I mean, cheers to the
Yeah,
heroes, I should say.
yeah, fuck it, yours. Hey.
I like that. I think his name is Mel Gibson. He came out for Trump. He's the guy that was in the movies called The Patriot and Braveheart. Those were two great movies. You guys ever see those movies?
No.
I recommend
No.
them. Two great movies. I recommend you watching those two. Uh,
Hmm.
How many sticks do I have? I got 3 sticks and I switched to Zen.
Yep. Tucker Carlson has a new Zyn coming out. It's going to be a new brand of Zyn that's going to be good. I'm looking forward to that.
Coming out?
A new Zyn by Tucker Carlson. He's created a new nicotine pouch that's for that fight. And when you buy his nicotine pouches, they support our country and freedom rather than Zyn. Zyn actually, the people that own Zyn kind of put some money towards the Harris campaign apparently.
Yep.
So
That's right. Different nation.
No fucking way. That's fucking awesome.
there's these new caffeine pouches too. They're called Upper Deckers or Upper Deckies, and you can just like
I've had those before.
I don't think you have because they're you have to order them online. I don't know. I mean, there might be some, but yeah, you can just put them in. It's like having an
Oh, I had
energy
the
drink.
regular coffee one.
Yeah, but that's a Zyn that has
I
nicotine
had
in
the
it. So
regular coffee.
I'm talking about caffeine pouches without nicotine in them. They're just caffeine doses. Like you just keep them in if you're someone like me. I mean, if you're gonna maybe Jake, I know Jake, you drink the energy drinks sometimes. Like just pop one of these things in. Uh,
Yeah, I get you.
you're taking straight caffeine without all the sugar and stuff. That's kind of interesting.
Sugar and spice, everything nice.
But
Uh,
I just drank some coffee for the podcast here. Keeps me going. The first time I
Dang
actually
it.
got to speak to Elon Musk twice. The first time I talked to him, I drank an energy drink right before I talked to him. So I was like, the whole time I was up on like the mic, I was like this. I was like, I was all jittery. Like it's really funny. It's like watching myself. Uh, yeah, MAGA, let's go. But,
All spice and shit.
uh,
You're like me at work drinking a Monster or Red Bull, just like, oh my god, oh my fucking god, I'm all
uh,
fucking hyped up.
I was surprised. I actually got
Or
in
me
here because
drinking like 5 cups of
I
coffee, just
forgot.
like, I can't stop doing.
I had forgot I even had a Red Bull in my pocket when I went into the thing, and I got through security with it. Like they didn't even like I had this big bulging thing out of my pocket. If you went to a Trump rally, like I went to a Trump rally recently, they would never allow they don't allow water bottles in, they don't allow anything in. They check you for everything. But for Elon Musk, it was different. Like this one chick, she had a vape that she brought in, and she was hiding behind me, taking a hit of it. So I was like, yeah, well, security is a little different for those ones, I guess. People want to kill Elon too because he came out as a big Musk supporter. So he's got a hit list as well. He's taking a hit for the country by coming out for Trump. So I respect him for that. Fighting for our First Amendment and our Second Amendment. He put out this thing is like a pack where if you sign it right now, you get $100. I get $100 and you get $100. I sent you a message for that, Jake, but it's fine. You don't have to sign it, whatever. But yeah, people are getting paid to sign like that they support the First and Second Amendment. So he's like giving out
Do you
money. He's
watch?
giving out, and if you sign it, you also have a chance to win $1 million check. He's been giving out $1 million checks every day from now until the election. So there's been each time I've gone to one of these events, he's handed $1 million check to somebody who signed it, and it's just like a random person out of the audience. They come up and they're giving $1 million. Just like it could have been
Nice.
better chances of winning that than playing the lottery. You know, you're somebody in a 1,000 person audience. It's seeing them go up on stage and like their faces, they don't know what to say. The last lady was like, she went up on stage. She was like, "I just want to say thank you to John and Sarah from the crowd. Look at me." She didn't know what to say. Um, yeah,
Oh,
I don't know what I'd do if I got $1 million on what I'd say either. I'd just be like, thank you.
Dude,
Then
having a
run.
million dollars would be great. I would
Th-
just get another knee surgery done right now.
Yeah,
That's what I would fucking do. Just bam,
yeah.
get it
The
done on my
fake
left fucking knee,
the fake news
and then
hates that he's doing
and
it.
then give the rest to my mom and dad. Be like, whatever I fucking know you, here you fucking go,
Yeah,
and retire, go do whatever, and then buy my mini house.
yeah. Buy your mini house and buy some chickens and a cow.
Yeah, fucking know it. Buy my own little mini farm. Just be like, I'm fucking sick.
Drink raw milk, which the Democrats, you know, that's another thing they don't like. They don't like people having raw milk. They made it illegal. They're cracking down on people who want to drink raw milk. Fuck them. People want to drink raw
You
milk.
know
They should
what?
be able to
Fuck
drink raw milk.
Democrats. Fuck Democrats.
Yeah.
They all suck.
Yes, the last event I had that I went to for Elon was in Lancaster, PA. There were a lot of religious people in that area, so a lot of people were asking them, do you believe in Jesus Christ? Do you accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior?" And like saying quotes from the Bible. And Elon, he's not super religious. He said he was born in a Christian. He went to both Sunday school and to some Jewish school, but he's like, yeah, people would ask him, he was just like, yeah, I believe in God and Jesus whenever they asked him, but he didn't. I don't know, like if he does, or like he was kind of just like, or if he was just saying it to like, I don't know what he was his if it didn't feel like he was being like real, like he wasn't like he never said like I accept Jesus into my heart and soul, like it's like it's just but yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna be hitting up
hmm.
some people to come on our podcast again soon. Hopefully, we'll have some more guests on. It's always fun having people on that can like talk about topics that are. I mean, having Derek on was awesome, talking about spina bifida and learning about that. And it's like this dude, he's walking with crutches and he uses a catheter. He has to use this thing called a catheter, which he uses to like urinate, and it's just like this tube. So it's like having people like him on to talk about stuff and learn stuff is awesome. It brings fun to this. Had on, we had on what's his name and what's his name. We had Kevin on who talked about how he had gallbladder surgery and how he's becoming a more of a fit person. How he quit drinking. We had on Brendan Messon who talked about how he's out in California trying to do the music stuff. So we had on three guests, including Jake, he's like a permanent type of guest. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, man, ain't fun.
Oh,
It's nice to just talk. Woo! I took a big rip on my dab guard. Woo!
okay. Yeah, I got a headache. I kind of need. I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna go sleep.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
ready
that's
to close
close
this
to sleep,
out.
Dad.
All right, Nick, give us the closeout, man. I did the opener. You got this.
Alright, y'all have a great, wonderful night. You know how we always like to do it. Y'all hit that subscribe button. Y'all have a great, wonderful night. Adios. Peace out, y'all. We all love you. Peace. Adios. Senores, senoritas. Adios.
Pedal to the
Bye.
metal. Let's go.